thank you for joining today's topics. Our topic is nuclear family is better than extended family. So before proceeding further, I would like to know who's there.
This is Namira and Neil.
এসে মুন্তাসির আহমেদ আবির, মোহাম্মদ ইসতিয়াক কবির খান।
Joy Abdul Fahim. Jubiri Mustakishan.
So what's your position? Are you in favor of nuclear family or extended family?
We are in favor of extended family.
Yeah.
And we are in favor of nuclear family.
So I think we should.
Okay, well, when you're living in a nuclear family, you don't get the chance to like transform the responsibility to another member, such as your uncle or your aunt. So everyone in the family has to like divide their responsibility by themselves. They had to do their own work. They don't rely on other members of the family, so it becomes a like great system. And well, everyone becomes responsible from the very start, and they grow up as a responsible child, and they also prosper in the long run.
Oh, okay. So if you are in the extended family, you also have some advantages. But before that, let me just talk about a few words
Yeah.
that might have the disadvantages of the nuclear family. So you basically told about that like everyone can have their own responsibility. But what if like someone's gone, for example, your dad or mom went for a trip, and then like you, your brother, and like one more family member stays with you. Then one of you have to take care of their responsibilities, which might get into tougher situations being such a small family member. And you and like the two children, as usual, for the nuclear family, they cannot take all the responsibilities because they also have education to do, and they also have their own responsibilities. So I think it kind of gets out of hand. And for the extended family, if someone's gone for a trip, there are enough members to take the responsibility, all dividing at once, and you can also get a larger bond of relationship, and also like speaking, then like what I can say, like saying your curiosity to like being acknowledged at such a young age. So I think it will be more like efficient to be in a enlarged, or I can say
Okay,
extended
I
family.
want to say one thing, that when you are in an extended family, there is a problem. Like, do you heard a news that children are getting lost? Do you heard that news?
I have definitely heard, but I think, as I have already talked about a lot of about
Well,
responsibility. You have asked me, so let me answer. So I already talked about a lot of responsibilities, and it is the parents' responsibility to take care of their child. If they go alone and get lost, it's completely their fault, and also the parents. So I think that parents should be more convinced about their child rather than doing other stuff.
Okay, so
hello.
your parents can depend on other. Is that possible? The way they treat you and treat your brother, does the other family member treat you in that way?
I'm not saying that. If you are going out randomly, like for example, the most of the cases happen about under 14 years old. So do you think your parents will let out go in the like the park or like nearby area without their permission? Will they let you go freely above the under 18 even, I can say? Will they let you?
Yeah, my parents sometimes let me to go.
But it's
Okay, so your parents lets you do it, but many parents doesn't let their children do it.
But there are many persons who can bring you. Even you can call your parents to tell that so they can do something to bring those things.
Oh.
Even, and I want to say one thing, that responsibilities now in the nuclear family, there you can get your bonding. Like for example, now three of us, we are staying, then we can do our work by ourselves. If they need them, we can help them to do their work.
Oh, okay. So, do you think like one person responsibility? For example, your mom. So she has a lot of responsibility, like cooking, taking care of you, preparing for school. Do you think all three of you can make all of that combined and with your daily responsibilities? But wait. But in the extended family, there's enough members to divide it, and it will be never even feel anything like that because there's way more family members, so there will be way less portions of the like what I can say roles will be taken for each family member. So I think it will be more efficient to take the responsibilities in an
Like
in
Shanko, my
itself.
friend, you have told me that our parents, if our parents are gone, who are will take responsibility. Listen, our parents always give the responsibility to someone else, like someone elder. They will always hire a nanny or something, or bring an uncle from like somewhere around, etc. That like they will never leave us like alone or yeah, everything. And you told us about bonding, like family bonding. So yeah, like we are talking to someone about our private, like our family members, like uncle or cousin or something, and what if they snitch on us?
And
What will
also, you just said that we won't be able to take responsibility if our parents go away from the home. Well, we can just learn from the start. I mean, we already learned that we have to take care of those who are younger than us. Our parents have already taught us, so we would be able to take care of our studies and also like take care of the brothers. And also one last point. You also said that when there are more members of a family, they can like divide that responsibility among themselves. But my friend, when that happens, like when all of the members of extended family takes the responsibilities, such as your aunt, uncle, then the children get a little bit lavish or lazy. They get too much luxury because all rest of the family members are doing their work for there, and they don't learn to like do their works themselves, and they grow up as a lazy person and they never prosper in the long run.
and also, my friend, you talked about cooking food, right?
Hmm?
You talked about cooking food, like how they cook food in
I
the
just
market.
gave example of what like
Yeah.
usually parents do
Like
that.
the mother would always keep the food in the freezer to heat in the oven, right?
Oh, what if they're gone for 2 or 3 days? Do you think it will remain
Yeah.
safe?
Well, they will
Okay,
just
don't
hire a
you
maid
know-
to cook.
Don't you know how to cook? Don't you know how to even cook rice?
Do you know? Do you know?
And they
Can you
Yeah.
cook
Of
now?
course I
Okay, so now bring a chef.
Yeah,
Now can you
give
please
me a
cook it?
cooker. Give me a cooker.
No, you
Just
buy.
tell me.
You start.
You said you can cook, so you
Yeah.
I want to say something that extended family provides an opportunity to carry the culture and tradition to the new generation.
But there is a big issue with this. Like older cultures have many disbeliefs. Like they have beliefs with no logical sense. Like in the past, they used to sacrifice children whenever it was drought or something like that. If they are carried into our future, then it would be bad and dangerous, very dangerous for us actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be dangerous, and when you're in an extended family and you're having a problem with your homework or any of your work, that time you can tell your elder brother and they can do it for you. They can also show you that how we can do it and other different ways to do it.
My friend,
So,
we're talking about
elder-
culture.
So, elder brother, I think elder brother counts in nuclear family because he is, I mean, blood related. So, how can he be, I mean, extended family?
Okay, in extended family you have different family members. For that in extended family that nowhere includes that only like one mother or father can have only one children. They can obviously have 2 children, so one will be elder, one will be younger. So it's basically talking about that.
Well,
So, I mean, he's saying elder brother.
Yes,
Right.
obviously.
And
Yeah.
also, I talked about culture, not like helping your elder brother and etc. I talked about culture.
Okay, so I also talked about another topic, not your topic. Did I?
Okay, then I have to say, can I just say one thing? Okay, so you have talked about the culture. So if you were in like what I can say nuclear family, then if your parents force you to be with that culture, then you must do it because there's no one else to do anything. And by that, like your age, you can definitely protest yourself against your own family members, or I can say parents. And if you are an extended family, at least 1 or 2 family members may decline this. And also, if this gets too like what I can say too bad, then they definitely have the laws and police to
But
help.
sometimes
And
they cannot support you, like they can sabotage you, etc. And you also have to think that what your family members will think about you when you protest about something. Like in a nuclear family, only father, mother, and brothers are there. But in an extended family, everyone is there. So if you do something embarrassing, everybody would know. Or if you even protest, then everybody would sabotage you or make you an enemy, etc.
So in an extended family, our cousins or other elder members can help us in anything.
my friend just still is the elder brother, but our cousins can also help us.
And also I want to say that now if you're following the same trend as your like grandpa or grandmothers, now if you want to follow that and it puts another extra pressure on you, like you are not able to do that now, enough now everyone is like putting pressure on you that you can do that, and in an extended family everybody laughs at you and don't listen to your opinion if you're not good at study and you face different problems.
Oh, okay. So let me just say. So you told about if you're following our grandpas or grandmas like culture. Okay, it will make extra pressure on you. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So wait. Let me stop. I just answered yes or no. You just extended, but whatever. Okay.
But
So
when-
listen. So you just basically said that it will create extra pressure. But if you are, according to your knowledge, you're saying grandpa or grandma. That basically means from your own generation's blood. So if you have that, you will automatically have the skill to do that. As of like what I can say, the ratings or like rates. Then like when your family member, at least one of them is like knowledgeable and also very intelligent, you automatically get the knowledge if you're on the same blood. So if you're technically saying grandpa, grandma, those technically are sharing with your blood, that means you will definitely have the skill to do that without any creating pressure and will definitely seem neutral to you.
Well, even if you're related by blood, that doesn't mean that you will have the skill.
Yeah.
It isn't like reasonable that everyone will think that you have the skill. But what if you don't? And also, let me tell you another thing. When there are more members in a family, that means more trouble because there can be no privacy. There can be many private language barriers because many of your grandparents or grandmas can like talk in the ancient, in and like what can I say, old accent, so that might be hard to understand. And also, you won't be able to get enough rooms for in an apartment. You might have to like sleep with your cousins in one bed. And also, listen, when there are many members in a family, they don't get the time to like focus on a single person. Everyone have their own time for themselves, but nobody cares about each other. And that means then they can also like criticize you for simple things. They might put all the blame on you. Also, your cousins can also put their blame on you. They can just like shift the weight on all of your, on your shoulders, and that might lead to depression. And I've also heard that a member from an extended family just committed suicide because of this. This is a major problem. You can just like ignore that, bro.
So we are about to
No,
finish.
let me tell
So I
one thing.
also-
Honorable moderator. Okay, so do you follow your family culture like what your grandfather or
Yes, everybody does. Everybody
Let me
does.
say one thing.
If you do
Very
every,
good. So,
everything
all of you
for
have
that
only-
opinion,
Honorable moderator, just
Yeah,
one thing,
only,
one
you
second,
have,
one thing.
wait, you have only 30 seconds, so we are about to finish it. So, would you like to say anything
So
else?
I want to say that in a nuclear family, you will get not you. Every nuclear family children will get well educated because in a nuclear family, the ratio of education is really high. So if we stay in a family where everyone is well educated, then if we face any difficulties in studies, and so we don't need to just I think they said we should get help from our cousins or elder brothers, so we don't need that. We have our parents, so I don't think we don't really
Okay, so
And
what if
also-
your
and
parents
also-
don't understand?
So in extended family, in the time of crisis or emergency, other members will
Can help us.
helps with the financial condition.
But also,
and also I
in,
want to say
but also in travel, people come to stay in your house. Then you need to get food for every one of the people, not one, everyone. Then you can have a short money crisis or food crisis, etc. Like the financial is not the only support. They can always bring many distress.
and also I want to
So,
say
You told that there will be less food but like your our the males in the family will go to and work and earn. There are many males in the family, in extended family.
But you will have to buy the food, right? Like
Yes.
they came to your house, you have to pay the money for the food, or they will. Tell me.
But we are in an extended family. All the members are here from
Like
the beginning.
not all the members are gonna buy food for you, right? Like you need to pay them the money to buy you the food, and you also need to cook it, and you will get tired for it, right? Like a man is already half dying, you cannot help him, but you have to cook for 1,000 people.
And also, many members in the extended family are already unemployed, so they don't work and they don't have any money.
Can I just say one thing?
Okay.
Yeah, how? Let me just ask one
Okay,
question.
okay.
How this is possible?
What?
1,000 people can fit in your family.
Like
How?
That is a slip
Bro,
of
just shut up, bro.
tongue. Slip of tongue.
It's for example.
this for example, like that.
What?
10 to 20, 10 to 20.
Slip of tongue.
Okay, so you said that in extended family, many people are unemployed, but our fathers, they are not employed. They can get a higher job and can do it and can get a monthly salary of like, what can I say, 20,000 a month like this.
But my friend, if they couldn't get proper education, then how will they get a high-rising job? Tell me.
Okay.
Sir, he just say that they can just earn 20,000.
20,000.
20,000. Wait, 20,000.
Getting higher job is not easy.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to get.
And
you have
also,
to be well
20,000
educated.
in a month is not enough to feed it. Not enough to feed even 4 persons.
And they cannot just go apply for a job and
Yeah.
get 20.
Slip of tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80 lakhs, not 20,000.
Okay, so let me just say one more thing.
Yeah.
So he just told about that, like when they come to house, we have to cook, we have to pay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they come to our house, it's not our duty to take care of them. If they are relatives, it's totally they talk to them. And why did they came? What is the reason? If there's truly emergency, we definitely have the right to help them. But if they come for any type of unnecessary situations, what he's basically talking about. So in that case, they have the rare right and responsibility to cook by themselves and
Okay.
completely play.
Well, now listen. Imagine that you were having a crisis, financial crisis. Then all of a sudden, those family members who have never like visited you, I mean, for a long time, they came to your house and wanted to stay, and then you can just turn them on. You can just like turn them down because they have came after a long time. And if you turn them down, it might like cause a misunderstanding, and they might not, I mean, connect together like properly. They might get a little bit sad about it, and the connection will be lost, and the bonding will also be damaged.
And also,
So
my
I
friend,
want to say one thing that
Yeah.
in a family, suppose you have a problem with your cousin or someone else in that family. Now the problem is you might get into a fight or an argument. Anything could happen. So because of that, your whole family could conflict and could create a disaster on your family, and it can also destroy all of their relationship and for one person.
and
And
if and
Okay,
if
so
you,
let me just say one thing. So he told about basically like if you were an extended family and your family members visit you, then if you don't have financial problems, like if you have financial problems, it will be tough. Okay, so in a nuclear family, family members can also visit you, and that case the same thing happened. So what is that like what I can say the difference between?
So they told us the relatives will come to our house. Why they will come? We are extended family. All the members are here already.
Okay, so there is no member. There's
There's
Bilingual Learning Center, BLC, Bogura.